Top 5 things that don't actually exist. Life is full of so many wonderful things. While some articles explore the most fascinating things in our universe that exist to entertain us, in this list, we want to go over some common things that people are convinced exist but actually aren't real at all, at least the way people generally think. Number 5. Subjective reality. Some people have gone to philosophy class, heard that reality is subjective, and came away with a very confused idea that there are multiple different realities around them, and it depends on how they perceive it. However, while all of our own personal realities will always be subjective, they will only be our own personal realities. Unfortunately, our own personal reality can never be right. It is just the particular wrong lens with which we view the universe. Number 4. Objective time, that we can perceive. One of the strangest things we deal with every day is time. We accept it as it is, and for the most part, we see it as a system that is useful for us to keep things organized. However, if you talk to physicists, it may not even really exist at all. For starters, Einstein proved that time is relative, which sort of also suggests that it might not even really be a thing but just a macroscopic effect of something else entirely. Physicists are in a really controversial place regarding time and are trying a lot of different models to make things fit, but nothing quite works yet. Number 3. Conditional love. Sometimes, people will use modifiers like conditional or unconditional love, and some people have gotten confused about these terms over the years. It really started with people using the term conditional love to talk about people who didn't truly love someone and just liked them when the terms were right. However, it has become muddled to the point that some people forget that there is really only one kind of actual love that has ever existed, and ever will exist, and that is unconditional love. And since there is really only one kind, there is no need for a modifier. Number 2. A worldwide food shortage. Many people like to talk about solving world hunger, and some speak of it in terms of growing enough food or having enough crops and livestock. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as simply making enough food. The fact of the matter is that the worldwide food shortage some think of doesn't even exist. Instead, what we have is a massive distribution problem and an even more serious waste problem. Not just the United States and Europe but pretty much the entire world in general dumps so much perfectly good food, some of it at the farms for looking bad before it ever even reaches the population, that it is truly horrendous. Number 1. Overpopulation. Overpopulation doesn't really exist like people think, and the world is not overpopulated or even close to it. While we have infrastructure problems in terms of dealing with want and need, for something to be overpopulated, you have to have too many people for resources to take care of in a closed system. However, the thing is that aside from the Earth itself, closed systems on our world are basically man-made twaddles that could be removed if the right infrastructure was either put in place or destroyed.